Analogy. A comparison between two similar things. Resemblance. Likeness. Correlation. An analogy could be drawn between the brain and a vast computer. Bureaucracy. Complicated government procedure. Regulations. Official procedure. Red tape. We need to minimize the bureaucracy involved in these documents. Coherent. Well organized, easy to understand. Comprehensible. Orderly. Logical. Most students have difficulty constructing coherent sentences in their writing. Distinction. The quality of being special or different. Difference. Contrast. Dissimilarity. There is always an absolute distinction between rural and urban facilities. Exaggeration. Extreme representation of something. Overstatement. Overemphasis. Elaboration. It is no exaggeration to say that all students will be affected by the new education policy. Fabricate. Make up information that is not true. Assemble. Construct. Frame. The spy tried to fabricate a new identity in order to blend into the community. Generosity. The quality of being kind and generous. Charity. Bounty. Altruism. The school raised a significant amount of money through donations from generous alumni. Hierarchy. Organizing people into different ranks or levels. Ranking. Class system. Grouping. We observe management hierarchy in almost all types of companies. Indulgence. Allowing someone to do what they want. Gratification. Fulfillment. Extravagance. Constant indulgence in bad habits can completely ruin a person's career. Jargon. Special words that used in a particular field. Dialect. Vernacular. Terminology. In academic writing, we must write concisely, avoiding jargon and terminology. Keen. Having or showing eagerness. Enthusiastic. Excited. Passionate. A keen sense of observation allows a person to become mentally strong. Lion's share. The largest part of something. Bulk. Majority. Biggest share. The lion's share of money comes from government funding to combat climate change. Metaphor. Figurative, or a symbolic language. Analogy. Comparison. Allegory. The author uses disease as a metaphor for the corruption in the government regulatory body. Negotiation. Discussion at reaching an agreement. Settlement. Discussion. Mediation. After years of negotiation, an agreement on environmental safety was finally reached. Overwhelm. Give a person too much of something. Overload. Submerse. Saturate. Napoleon's military was strong enough to overwhelm nearly any potential enemy. Plethora. A large or excessive amount of something. Surplus. Profusion. Myriad. Nowadays, Internet has a plethora of digital books and information for free to use. Quest. A long or arduous search for something. Mission. Exploration. Venture. World leaders have united in an international conference in their quest for peace. Reasoning. Thinking about something in a logical way. Thinking. Rationalization. Logic. The interview has scores for verbal skills, mathematical skills, and reasoning skills. Scrutiny. Critical observation or examination. Investigation. Analysis. Inspection. The company has come under intense scrutiny because of its environmental issues. Threshold. A limit at which an arrangement changes. Baseline. Entrance. Inception. The number of people with this infectious disease is reaching a critical threshold. Unequivocal. Expressed in a clear and certain way. Straightforward. Decisive. Definite. The government has been unequivocal in its condemnation of racial violence. Volatile. Likely to change suddenly and unexpectedly. Unpredictable. Inconstant. Changeable. In recent years, the share markets of many countries have become volatile. Widespread. Happening or exists in many places. Extensive. Prevalent. Predominant. The newspaper claimed there were widespread irregularities in the health sectors. Xenophobia. Prejudice against people from other countries. Fanaticism. Intolerance. Dogmatism. People develop a sense of xenophobia when they are deeply influenced by nationalism. Yin. To feel a powerful desire for something. Crave. Hanker. Longing. We all yearn for what we have lost. But sometimes, we forget what we have. Zenith. The strongest or most successful period of time. Pinnacle. Apex. Summit. At its zenith, in the 15th century, the Roman Empire covered almost the whole of Europe.